Oh, just hit my head on the microphone.
Let's get political.
Let's do it.
Political. Come on and get miserable. Come get into politics. Political. Political. You like have to rush the syllables. It's like P apostrophe litical. Political.
Political.
Let's get belittled, y'all.
Let's.
I'm getting ready to educate some people. Because I'm an educated fool with politics on my mind. Got my ballot in my hand and some dreams gon' die. So.
How you doing?
I'm
not gonna lie. I have a fair amount of angst.
I'm the picture of optimism.
Are you? I have a fair amount of angst today. I feel certain it's related to the political climate in our nation right now. Supreme Court decisions just keep rolling in.
Is it gonna be okay?
Definitely no.
Oh, okay. Magic 8 Ball said it, guys. Are you sure, Magic 8 Ball, that the world's coming to an end?
Looks like a yes.
Okay, and there it is. Guys, this apocalyptic premonition brought to you by our sound effects sponsor, Sweet D. Thanks for confirming. It's just good to know.
It's just good
guys,
to know for certain.
It's the uncertainty.
Sure,
It's
that's
not,
killing us.
It's not the inevitable demise of humanity and democracy and everything and the way of life we've come to know.
If we can just plan for it.
Looks like a yes.
God,
It's really tuning in to us today.
Who wrote the dialogue for the Magic 8 Ball? It's nailing it.
I know. Who are you? Who are we?
Great question. And guys, let's get existential. Before we get political, let's get into podcasting. Hey guys, I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo. Or am I?
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 108. 108. Here we are. It's been quite the week, not only in our nation, but in our state politically.
Man, we're nailing it in the state.
And you know what? I'm not even going to go into what's happening here in our state. You can Google it.
You can Google it.
You can Google it.
Did you notice that our headlines, which is maybe exactly what they wanted, our headline was side by side with the political debate and then, oh, by the way, Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm. We're really doing it.
We were the debates +1 at the late night gross club. Come on in.
The waters.
Come on in. The rhetoric sucks.
Guys, what is happening?
What
Everything
happening?
feels a little bit fraught.
Sure.
You know, today was one of those days where I woke up and I did what I saw online. I've adopted this term in my life. It's herkle-durkling.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
I've been herkling for a durkle. I've been herkling for years.
Does it come from Ireland or Scotland? Herkle-durkling.
It comes from Brandonland, and they picked it up. No, I think it's Scottish. That's what I think I saw.
Where you lounge around in your bed for a while once you awaken.
Yeah, once you durkle.
Right.
You herkle.
And so that's what I did today.
Listen, I have ascended to like next level. I'm like Hercules.
Okay.
I'm
Hercules.
I herkle durkle with the schmerkle of a half goat, half man.
Wow.
I herkle on Olympus.
Goodness.
With what is it that they eat? What are the gods?
Ambrosia.
Mm-hmm. I'll herkle and durkle with some ambrosia.
And you say to Lindsay, "My ambrosia, please."
And then the cricket,
Leo.
and then the crickets answer.
I was gonna say, Leo comes in with a little pillow on his back with a bowl full of ambrosia.
No, he doesn't. What he does is he takes the brosia for his own durkle.
Yes. What? But yeah, guys, I shouldn't have done that today because the headlines are they're not great. They're not great. And we'll get into that here in a bit. I just don't want to start out that way. We've already done it.
We
but
already did. What are you talking about? I don't want to. I retroactively don't want to start out that way.
I'm sorry. It's where my brain is.
I shouldn't have done that today.
No.
The Brandon Birdwell story. I shouldn't have done that this week, month, year, fortnight, fork knife.
So how are you? I see that your baseball wounds are healing. The physical ones anyway. How's your pride? How's your pride?
My pride is infallible.
Okay.
I'm proud of myself.
I believe it.
It's not true. No, I'm good. My knees. Can I tell you something gross and awesome?
Sure.
The Brandon Birdwell story. My scabs on my knees are they're in the sweet spot
Okay.
where I can pick them without it
Gosh,
hurting.
guys, I'm sorry.
And they don't bleed. They just come off.
Guys, I'm sorry.
It's like I'm shedding my skin.
That's not
I'm like a slizzard.
what we want to hear.
It's definitely not what you want to see. But
Honestly, they look so much better than last week.
yeah, well,
so much
it's
better.
because I've been picking them on my drives.
Ugh,
Picking scabs on a long drive.
sick, guys.
It's like sunflower
I'm sorry.
seeds. It just passes the time.
No, I don't want it.
You don't like to pick a scab?
I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about
I
it.
like to pick scabs physically. I like to pick scabs emotionally. If someone's got something going on, I'll pick
Not
it.
my own,
I'll
though.
pick. No. Leave those.
Leave those.
Leave those to fester forever. Let my emotional scabs fester forever.
Yeah.
Uncle Fester. Anyways, guys.
Anyway, guys, before we go any further today, we want to wish our father, Harry B., a happy retirement.
Happy retirement.
Happy retirement. This past week, Dad retired from Newmark after 5 years of service there. And
Was it just, it feels like it was longer than 5.
see, I feel like the time just flew. But Dad has served in his career so many different organizations in so many different ways. And we're so proud of him. And I will frankly,
sure.
I will be surprised if it's a full retirement.
Will he stay retired, do you think?
Looks like a yes.
Hey.
Oh.
You sure?
The answer is yes.
Okay. HB's going to...
You heard it right here.
Dude, the Magic 8 Ball just retired Dad.
Dad likes to stay in the game, so we'll see. But Dad, we love you. We salute you. We're so proud of you, proud to call you Dad, and we're excited for your next chapter, and we celebrate it already. That's what I'd like to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to say that before we
Absolutely.
move forward into the abyss of whatever
He
this
wants
is
to
going to be.
trade. I will retire right now
Oh, I know you will.
from everything.
I know you
This
will.
podcast, all of it.
Totally.
Brandon's out here gardening.
Yeah.
Brandon got a hobby.
Tai Chi.
He's making his own lederhosen. Brandon, I don't know. Feels cool? Feels like I could start an online lederhosen Etsy shop.
Yes.
Like make them to say like on the tuchus, it says boss babe. Yeah. It says DOS butt. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make some lederhosen. It just on the butt. It just says eyes up here, ladies. I'm gonna make lederhosen and just say hey up.
Listen,
I am retired, guys.
this will be Brandon's retirement. I'll come over to record this podcast when we're both in our 80s, and Brandon will be sitting on this dusty couch with a bedazzler.
Ricola.
With a bedazzler and a pile of lederhosen.
Good luck getting Brandon out of the house since he's taken up to making his own lederhosen and he's subsisting off of cough drops. He's the Ricola guy now.
Oh, guys. Happy retirement, Dad.
Happy retirement, Dad. Here's your present. It's lederhosen that I made.
And it says, I'm retired.
And it says out of office.
Oh, it's so good. What you been up to?
Making lederhosen.
What you been up to?
I've been...
I do have a particular question. If you don't get to it, I'll ask.
I spent the weekend hanging most of it. I did have one. I went and played music one night, but the other night I was just hanging with Ben because it was a solo bros weekend.
Yeah, because Linz was on with some lady friends.
She went to the lake and we just hung.
Yeah.
Did it.
Yeah.
It's great.
You played music at a horse show.
Did.
Tell us about that.
Listen,
I am.
I'm used to being the only stud in the room. Okay.
Lobbed him the softball, guys.
Listen, you need to because baseball's not going great. Okay.
Look at these gams.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason I got invited out to play at the horse show was because it was really more of like an atonement for feeling bad for not passing me to the next level of equestrian at New Life Ranch.
Really?
The horse community got the hold of the episode and said, this poor guy.
This guy. And
This
they
guy.
embraced you?
They did.
They took the reins and they said,
unbridled fun. Yeah. It was. And guys, I was ready. I was chomping at the bit to get out there. And here's the thing.
so stupid.
And I showed up. I said, saddle up, partner. All right.
Stop it.
It's time for the main man.
So dumb.
I got horse puns, guys.
I know.
No, here's the thing. Sorry. God, Lee, that was
Are you good?
awful. Yes. No, but I was asked to play this. It was actually, I was unaware of what it was.
Okay.
They reached out to me and said, would you want to come play this show? And I was like, absolutely, because I like to play for people. I meet new folks and it's a good way to,
And you love horses. We talked about this a few episodes ago.
I do love them.
They're magical.
I love them. And,
Same.
But I said, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they go, well, it's out at the fairgrounds. And it was supposed to be outside.
Yeah. Warm.
Trepidation
Warm.
about this. But day of, I got a message from them. Very sweet people, by the way.
Yeah.
And they said, due to the weather, we've moved it inside
Because of the heat.
into a barn.
Oh, thank goodness.
But it was an air-conditioned barn.
Oh, thank
So I show up. It's a horse show.
Yeah.
There's booths, there's vendors, but I played for 3 hours straight right next to the guy running the photo booth.
Yeah.
I'm over here playing Blackbird.
I was going
And
to
there's
ask
a
you.
kid, with a French fry head helmet on, taking a picture with someone holding a wand and wearing and they brought their granddad out from the show. They just got done with the Shetlands, the Appaloosas, and here comes Peepaw, and he straps on a tutu and just to make his granddaughter smile for a second. She's here in her Rockies, her purple Rockies and Mobetta. Peepaw shows up, grizzled as can be. Literally, I
love it.
I look to my left, and the Marlboro man's wearing a speed racer helmet and saying cheese. Yes. 2, 3. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I was going to ask you, did you alter your set at all to make it lean country?
Oh, big time.
Okay, okay.
I was
good.
getting some country requests. I played them. I played some cross Canadian ragweed.
Yeah, you did.
Haven't played it for years. You know what I did?
What'd you do?
Under protest, but I did it. I
What?
played a Taylor Swift song.
Which one?
Well,
Forgot already.
I actually made up a song and claimed it was a Taylor Swift song. And it
Yeah.
went like this. Crying in the back of the car, leaving at the hotel bar. And then I get it to my center, but you broke my heart.
Boo-hoo.
I sold 1 million copies of this one already, and it's not even out. My
Hall of
hair
Fame.
gets curlier the longer the show.
Yeah, I
'Cause
love
it's
that about
straightened
her.
before I go on stage.
I love that about her. I
wanna-
get that. That happens to me
Yeah,
when I preach.
yeah.
So same.
By the end of your era's tour of scripture, here she is. Ashley goes on stage, looking like Sex in the City, Sarah Jessica Parker. Comes off stage looking like Square Pegs, Sarah Jessica Parker.
It's true.
Oh, where on earth did you find time to stick your finger in an outlet? Where in between the Beatitudes and Numbers did you find time to electrocute yourself, madam? At the
Listen.
altar call?
Listen.
Hold on, guys. If you could bow your heads and close your eyes. And then, and then here she comes.
Anyway, just forget about it. Okay, so you sang some Taylor.
It
some
was
Angry Poets
I'll tell you.
Corner.
I'll tell you what I sang was Blank Space.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know why I sang Blank Space? Only reason I knew it, and this is shout out to Cody Culberson, dear friend,
Cody.
whose birthday it is today.
Happy birthday, Cody.
Cody, a Cancer, water sign, fiercely loyal, good friend.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been doing that all day, and they finally called me on it. I've just decided it would be funny to, every time I reference anyone,
To put their sign.
to then refer to their sign and then all of the attributes,
Okay.
just to see how long
What's
it would.
mine?
So
What am I?
I don't know. I literally have to Google it every time.
Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
Not that it matters.
Guys, Scorpio.
Continue. Oh, great. Here we go. Off the top of his head.
Judgy.
I don't know.
Judgy. Oftentimes sweaty palmed. Pasty.
Yes.
Pinchy.
Pinchy? Am I pinchy?
Scorpio.
Okay. I thought you were referring to my Raynaud's.
Guys, but here are the positive qualities.
My long claw-like
Here
fingers.
are the positive qualities. Willing to take risks with hairstyles. Worries. Worries a bunch.
It's getting worse.
No, this is good. These are positives. Hold on. Lanky.
Scorpio. Okay.
Scorpio, guys.
Continue. Okay, so you played some Taylor.
I did.
Did you play any Tim McGraw? Because I would love
I did not.
if somebody was asking
Have
me
you
for
heard the
McGraw.
lyrics to Indian Outlaw lately? Problematic.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's not. Don't take the girl. Johnny's daddy taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. Little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole.
Don't take
And then at the end of the
girl.
song, he's having to like fend off some muggers. It starts out with him I don't want this girl fishing with me. And then it ends with, don't kill my girlfriend.
Right.
That's-
I know, it's a sad song.
Well, it ends up okay. No, it doesn't.
No,
God takes the girl.
I know. It's not okay. Also problematic.
Most likely a no.
To that song. Guys, but the reason I played Blank Space is because they yelled out. Could you play some Taylor Swift?
Who yelled it out? Peepaw?
No, the lady that booked me,
Oh, cool. Okay.
whose name is also Taylor.
Did she know that you are a huge
Fan? Stan?
Taylor stan?
I'm Stanin. For No,
Tay.
she didn't. So,
And guys, for those of you who every time Brandon says the word stan, you're confused about it. It's a thing that
then you're too old.
It's a thing that the youths say, or they did. We might be past it, but we don't care. And it's a combo of stalker and fan. Yes.
Yeah, but anyone, I see our demo. I see the age of people who listen to this podcast. Do you know where Stan comes from?
No.
Eminem.
Oh.
The song Stan. It originated with the song Stan.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
My
Here I
teas-
am trying to educate people, and I'm the one who ends up getting educated.
My teas
The
run
Ashley Engle
cold,
story.
I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all.
Did you play that?
That's Stan. That's the hook sung by Dido, which is an original song
Yeah.
called Thank You that
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Eminem sampled.
Okay, see, what do I know? Nothing.
Dear Slim, I've been writing, but you ain't calling. That's like how he talks in it. Anyways, Devin Sawa plays Stan in the video. Do you know who was originally being considered to play Stan in the video?
No.
Sir Macaulay Culkin,
Okay.
a Virgo, creative, strong-willed,
You're making it up.
able to deal with tough situations when his family leaves him behind.
Okay. So you played at a horse show.
But the reason I played Blank Space is because Cody Culberson, dear friend, happy birthday, covered it, and it was on the radio like a year ago, and I mixed it for him, and I only know the melody and the lyrics because I listened to Cody do it. So I literally just did an
Cody
absolute
cover.
rip-off. I was
Cody
covering...
cover of a cover.
I Cody'd cover COVID.
COVID.
I had COVID.
And I'll write your name. Did you do a quick little hair flick?
Yeah.
And I'll write your name.
First off, in this community, it's called a main whip. And I
Bang flip.
bang wham. Guys,
Well, I'm super glad that you were in the air conditioning.
me
that
too.
it was a fun family atmosphere. Did
Totally.
you see some beautiful horses?
I mean, I was confined to the
Vendor tent.
human area.
So you didn't even see any horse? Did you get to ride one? Pat one?
I rode one to
Feed
the
one a crab apple?
I rode one to the stage.
Sat on one while I
But
played.
all of like the big show ponies were out there, so I had to ride like a mini horse.
My legs were touching the ground.
They literally gave me roller blades so that my feet could just like coast along the side of the mini horse.
And so you could take some of your weight off the horse.
Yeah, and I rode up just so I wouldn't collapse it in the middle like a poorly designed equine bridge. But what I did is I saddled up on this mini pony.
Yeah.
And then I put on my roller blades and they cued Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And we walked.
And the pony got spooked, and you were just standing there with your legs really wide on blades. Just like, whoa.
Don't take the girl.
And I'll write your name.
Meanwhile, this pony is just doing laps around the pavilion. Kids with their beach balls passing him back and forth, peepaws in his tutu. You got this kid in the French fry helmet. Play some Taylor, and this horse is freaking out.
Just kicking, bucking.
Brandon's up here, whoop, 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 on his blades.
And they didn't invite you back, did they?
They did, but I'm confined to like the rodeo clown area.
And I have to dress like one.
Well,
they drive me in a tiny car.
Yeah.
And me and
with 14
guys.
of my other friends. I like that we settled on the number 14, both of us independently of each other. That's how you know it's a true story, guys.
That's how you know it. Oh, man. Well, I love that. And I love horses.
Yeah, sure.
And I like to listen to you play music, so I probably should have gone to that.
You missed a lot.
I did.
The Appaloosa Horse Club out of Idaho.
Okay.
Shout
Very
out.
cool.
Shout out.
I love it. Well, last week, our children, Ben and Hope, went to Grandparents University in Stillwater, which we have talked about in the past. I think it was actually one of the very first episodes we did. We talked about that and our love for our hometown. But on Wednesday of last week, I drove the children to Stillwater and dropped my boys off with Dave for Poppy University.
Sure.
Which basically involved just fishing for 3 days, both in the pond in the neighbor's yard.
Sure.
Which Harrison is currently fishing, your neighborhood pond.
Yeah, he
has an addiction.
1 week was fine, but he has overstayed his welcome. And check the neighborhood app.
Is it lit up?
Floppy-haired blonde, tall, skinny youth.
Get him out.
Taking our fish.
Asher told me.
Mudcatting.
Noodling in our neighborhood
Here comes
pond.
the mudcat bandit. We're out here. We're a respectable community.
Okay.
Street youths. Street youths on our banks.
Listen, on the way here, Asher was telling me, he knows a lot about this, how you should never eat fish that you catch in a neighborhood pond because of the runoff, the fertilizer, the insecticides, all the things. Those fish.
I've thrown so many batteries into that pond.
No, you have not.
Anytime a battery runs out, I just throw it in the neighborhood pond.
Do not.
And I go through a lot of batteries, guys. Here's the thing.
That's why Rufus, the catfish, is so big.
Dude, that's why he's so electrifying.
Yeah.
That's why Rufus can go, go, go. He's the Energizer mud bunny.
Anyway, so the boys hung with Dave and they went to Poppy University. Then Ben and Hope stayed in the dorms with Deb and Mom, went to classes with Deb and Mom.
Sure.
Their major this year was molecular world building.
Yeah, mine was public relations. And I still don't know what I did.
Same. That was mine too.
Relating to the public. That's like talking to people.
No, it isn't.
They're building worlds out of molecules. I love the absolute disparate experiences between let's go fish for some bottom-dwelling mudfish and let's build societies out of the most basic form of matter.
Right.
Here we go.
Have fun, kids.
Have fun, kids.
But all the pictures we got of the week, they were building molecules out of like blocks and things,
Sure.
and then like 3D printing them, and then they were doing like a VR situation.
Sure.
You know, what is that called? VR.
Virtual reality?
Yeah. That thing.
Virtual insanity is what we're living in.
It was a lot of that.
You remember that video?
No.
Jamiroquai?
Okay.
Where he was like on the moving floor.
Yes.
Ba-dum-dum, ba-dum, and he had the hat. Such a good video. Don't sleep.
Some good music.
Don't sleep on Jamiroquai.
No, Canned Heat.
Canned Heat. The thing that you posted about all the facts about Napoleon Dynamite, it was interesting to find out that the majority of the Napoleon Dynamite budget was spent on Canned Heat.
Yes.
Which, man, I'll tell you what, it's a moment. It makes the movie.
It does.
And I cannot picture it without any other, with any other song. And I wonder if that's just because I've seen this over and over. Like if you were to have replaced it at the beginning, it might not have been a big deal.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, they really wanted that song.
They were smart.
They rolled the dice and it worked out.
It worked on that whole project. You know?
They got some tots.
They got tots. So the kids had a blast staying in the dorms, eating the dorm food.
Seeing roaches.
Yeah, Hope.
Welcome to the college experience.
I forgot about that. I texted Hope and she texted me back on her iPad from the dorms. And I was like, how was your first night? Did you sleep okay? And she goes, yeah, except I woke up in the night and saw a huge cockroach on the way to the bathroom and it scared me. I didn't sleep very well.
If you don't encounter a gigantic cockroach in the night, are you even going to college? Like, let's be very real here.
I love how.
What a rite of passage.
Right after you talked about the Roach King in one of your college residences.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Stillwater, Oklahoma.
I don't think I ever saw a roach in any of my dwellings.
I'll tell you what. When you can't see the roaches, that's when they got you.
That's when it's scarier.
When you see them, at least you can see the whites of their little eyes. And I don't trust them. But if I can't see them, they're right behind me.
Totally. But on my way back from Stillwater that day, I picked up some sandwiches from Red Rock Bakery.
Roaches.
No.
Encroaching.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
From Red Rock.
The greatest chicken salad sandwich known to man.
Right, but this time, what I usually get is the shredded roast beef and cheese.
That's such a heresy.
It's so delicious.
What an
and Mom and
absolute
Dad requested some as well, so I got them.
Sandwich sacrilege. Here's the thing.
No, it's so good.
Here's how good that chicken salad sandwich is. When I owned a sandwich establishment in Stillwater, people would come in and order chicken salad at my sandwich establishment, and I would say,
We're not going to say the name.
you don't want that. If you want that, I'm gonna handwrite you some directions.
Right.
And I sent several people to Red Rock.
That really is saying something.
It was in good conscience as a sandwich aficionado and proprietor.
Yeah.
I could not, in good conscience, try to compete with the greatest. Just know your place. Now, if you wanted a brisket, Sammy, if you wanted a meatball sub,
Delicious.
come on in.
Come on in. And sample some of this hot sauce while you're at it.
It's an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset. There's plenty of sandwich business to go around. Oh, wait. There's not plenty of sandwich business to go around.
Anyway, but I also tried a fun new thing because they put one of these in next door to Red Rock, an HTO.
Yeah, one here in town just went out of business.
Really?
Yeah.
There was one in Edmond?
Yeah.
Where was it?
It's in that vacant building where there used to be an HTO.
I didn't even know there was one. I would have gone there.
You're part of the problem.
I am.
You're part of the problem.
Never tried. Those of you from Texas are like, duh, HTO, it's been around forever. This was my first time trying it.
It's a whole concept built around iced tea, isn't it?
I know.
Do they even do food?
I don't think so. I'm an iced tea drinker, though.
Dumb.
I love iced tea. I don't drink a ton of it because it keeps me up at night because I've reached, tea keeps me up at night old. But anyway.
Bruised like a peach and tea keeps me up at night.
It's true.
The Ashley Engle story that's still being written.
It's true. And consequently, I got peach tea.
Loose hard candies in my carry-all.
Butterscotches. Werthers.
Bee scotches and spider veins. Here.
Wow.
Listen.
Luckily, I don't have that problem yet, but it's coming.
Well, I mean, it's
It's coming.
Listen.
Just around the corner.
The varicose fairy comes for us all. She comes in the night. The varicose fairy comes like a thief in the night. One morning we go to sleep supple and milky. And the next morning we're curdled and of course. Here, guys, how about you follow the treasure map of my age all the way along this dead man's curve. Here we go. X marks the spot that my dreams went to die. Oh. Here it is. No. These are a softball injury. No, guys, here it is.
Stop it.
Guys, I hit my hip on the counter. And
Stop.
it is as purple as Prince. It's a revolution, guys.
You are really on one. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So
One night, undercover of night, she's coming in,
she's coming in.
and you're and the varicose ferry. She's gonna hit you, and she's gonna leave a Werther's under your pillow, and then it's over. That's it. You are finished. Pack it in, Meemaw. Pack it in, Meemaw. Wheel of Fortune starting.
And that's why I'll start wearing knee socks to cover them up.
Except they'll be
but also make them worse.
But they'll be like the knee socks that like they get so stretched out, and one of them just starts to fall down, like Robin Williams on Mrs. Doubtfire on the bus.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, you're not okay. You're not too far from being old, and you're not varicose, but you're close.
Okay. Guys. Okay. So, there was a bad storm here last week that caused a lot of wind damage, power loss, trees down.
Sure.
And that storm did a lot of damage out at the lake.
Sure.
And so on Thursday morning, Jeff and I went back out to the lake to help clean up some branches, and
Sure.
there was some damage and stuff. Luckily, our place was okay, but there were some trees down. So we went out there, and we both had to work. Jeff was on calls, and it was a preaching week for me, so we both did work out there. But it was a nice change of scenery. Stayed a couple days while the kids were at camp. We went in to eat in Eufaula at a place called E's Hideaway. I got a bacon wrapped meatloaf.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah, that sounds great. It's
So
bacon.
good.
It's bacon wrapped around a loaf of meat.
Yeah, it was great. Jeff got salmon, and we had a delightful starter.
Yeah, you guys are just bucking all the gender stereotypes.
I know, right?
Here comes Jeff.
I know.
Pescatarian style. That's something light.
Something like
Something light. I gotta move some trees.
right.
Here comes Ashley.
Bacon wrap.
I gotta move some trees.
Listen,
It's a different approach.
I don't want to take credit for moving the trees. I didn't do much of that myself, and by much of it I mean any. But I did need the meatloaf.
But I did eat a bacon
regardless.
wrapped meatloaf.
I normally that is not something I would order, but I love meatloaf so much. And I had on Yelp they said try this, and I said okay. They also told me to try the spiced cheese curds.
Yeah.
I will never turn down fried cheese.
It's
Never.
American.
Never
It's
have.
very American.
Never will.
Man, I gotta tell you.
Gosh, it was good.
I back in a previous life when I spent we've discussed in previous episodes, I spent a fair amount of time in Green Bay and Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yep.
It was like, you know, when you go into like an office and they've got like a candy bowl, cheese curd bowls on the reception desk.
That's not true.
No, but it might as well be, because everywhere you went,
Were they refrigerated?
would you like some cheese curds there? You look peaked. You've been traveling all day. How about you get in here, you get yourself a fried cheese, rub them together. When they squeak, you know they're the good
They're
stuff.
squeaky.
You know they're the good stuff when they're squeaky.
Some cheese curds.
How would you like some cheese curds and 14 beers at 1 in the afternoon?
Yes.
That's them. And they're the
That's
sweetest.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. A dairy.
And
brewskis.
brewskis. No, but they were like, that was the beauty, is like they were just these sweet ladies who'd be like, here's the cheese.
Yeah.
Here's a cold beer. And here's some hospitality.
Delightful.
I would love it if there was a bowl on every reception desk of cheese curds.
Squeaky warm cheese curds.
Band name.
So while at the lake, here we go. Guys, on Thursday evening, we joined with 51 million other Americans to watch the absolute train wreck.
Is that how many people watched it?
That's what I read.
That's so many.
The absolute train wreck
That's like
of the presidential debate 2024.
That's like Cheers finale numbers.
It was big. It was, you know what? Too big for it to go the way it did, is what I will say. Oh, baby. Guys, the percentage of that thing I watched from underneath a blanket was more than 50. And we didn't even finish the whole thing. I couldn't do it.
Okay, so producer just Googled this for me just to
Hey.
correct me, because apparently, speaking of stans,
What?
he's a Sam and Diane stan. and he just sent me what the actual numbers are for the series finale of Cheers. How many people do you think watched the series finale of Cheers?
Gosh, 60?
93 million.
Ooh, wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Almost 40% of the U.S. population.
That is crazy. Wow.
Anyway,
I remember watching that.
yeah.
Anyway, so guys, it was a disaster.
No, it was fine. They wrapped it up nicely. It got 3 spinoffs. It got Wings. It got Frasier. and what else? And there was a Spanish remake.
I am trying to have
Los Cheers.
serious.
Guys, tune in this week. Película de salud.
Snorted.
Una cantina en Boston, Massachusetts. Salud. Después de Frasio.
Brandon. Oh my God.
Una visión película de salud y Frasio. That got French. That got real French real fast.
So sorry, Zeke, our Spanish consultant. Okay. It was so bad.
How bad was it?
You and Levi and Jeff were texting during.
It made me believe that every single person in the world had a
text.
at least one or multiple.
I had one.
I had like 3 going at once. I was spinning plates.
Guys, you need to screen print those, screenshot them, print them, put them in
Send
the
'em to the
time
White
capsule.
House.
No, put them in the time capsule so that the aliens will discover that here in a few and wonder what was up in
Here's what I'm-
2024.
Yeah, exactly. Here's what I'm doing. I'm making a time capsule. Okay. I'm putting in there my printed out my screenshots of the transcripts of my group chats during the 2024 first debate. And I am and a signed picture of Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Just so people know what we were watching.
And a Taylor CD.
Well, gosh, yeah. I mean, that's if we're being honest, that's what they want to see.
It's true. But oh man, I have so many feelings still. As I said, I'm still kind of brewing in these feelings, but sad. I feel some compassion. I feel some incredulity. I feel anger. I feel frustration. I feel disappointment.
So like a Monday for you.
That this is where we are. What are your feelings?
So like a weekday in 24 for you.
What are your feelings?
Guys, I'm throwing my hat in the ring.
Are you?
Because I can finish a sentence and not belittle a person standing 6 feet away from me.
And you can tell the truth. And
That's
you're
it.
very good at golf.
That moment, whenever it turned, whenever I think I said something as I said like, this is peepaws at Carl's Jr. talk. Like this is 2 peepaws just bickering. When it got to the point that it was 2 dudes literally talking trash about each other's golf game.
Yes.
I was like, fellas,
Come on.
fellas.
And also,
You're both terrible at golf.
and we all know it.
Worse at debates. If at all possible. What's your handicap? Bad at debates.
Listen, and here's where I would also like to, call out CNN, call out the moderators. And have I ever moderated a debate? No. It's probably very nerve-wracking, very difficult to do.
You have 3 children, and you preside over debates far higher minded than what we watched. What 51 million, what a little over half of the Cheers finale audience watched. You preside over. It's fine. There was a point where this presumably, and I would only assume, you're not going to send some rube up here to moderate.
No, absolutely not. These are both very
Clearly, highly educated, highly intelligent.
Sure.
There was a moment when they both just shut down. And I could just see one of them going, now who's going to play me on SNL? Like it was that moment. It was like, which cast member looks the most like me? Set your TiVos, baby girl, because it's coming. You're about to be an absolute meme. You could tell that they were both just like, where's the white flag? Not for either candidate, for America.
What do we do? What do we say? I don't like how we weren't fact checking in the moment.
We never do.
Because here's the problem.
Well, go ahead.
Well, there's a lot of problems.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's not limit ourselves to one. We're America.
Listen, okay, this debate was very important because you have people whose minds are made up and have been made up,
Sure.
and nothing's going to change.
As is the case in any election.
In any election, but it feels even more so now, right? We're pretty divided into our camps.
For sure.
Most people. But you do have those people who are still questioning, they still want to see like what can Biden show me tonight? What can Trump show me tonight? What's going to happen with Trump's trials? What's going to happen with Gaza? What's going to happen? All
I'll
of these
tell you what
variables.
they both showed us. Turn those lederhosen around and unstrap those straps, and that's what they both showed us.
I'll tell you what.
The broadside.
Guys. But anyway, so I think the debate was really, really important. And so the fact that we were not fact checking in the moment, when you have this captive audience of people who are tuning in to actually see, I don't know, something of substance. And so that was frustrating to me too, when things were being said that were either mistakes, or lies, and they were not called out in the moment.
Right.
And I'm saying both sides had some errors, right?
Oh, for sure.
So let's call that out in the moment so that the American people can be educated in the moment, particularly those who are unsure about what they're going to do come November.
Guys, here's the plan.
Okay.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
CHWH.
Yes.
Moderating the next debate. Now, here's how it's going to go. I want you to do your best Trump impression. Here's the deal.
Me?
Yes, because you're not a good impressionist. But here's what I want you to do. Is I'm going to ask you a question, and you give me some absolute misinformation in your best Trump voice.
Oh.
Okay, you ready? I'll be the moderator.
Ladies and gentlemen of America, here we are at the second presidential debate,
Is this your
2020.
moderator voice?
Quiet, sir! There will be order in this debate. I went to Brown. I went to Brown on a full scholarship from Daddy. Don't make me call him.
I'm so sweaty.
Former President Trump, the first question goes to you. You won the coin toss. What's a coin?
I don't use those. They're too small.
Golly, I like how your Trump is like a low-level enforcer in a street gang.
Okay, Mr. Trump, the first question goes to you. What have you done throughout the course of your presidency and subsequent 4 years to solidify yourself as the primary candidate for the presidency? What have you done to better the economy, further family values, and establish yourself as a moral authority? You have 60 seconds, Mr. Trump, please.
Everything I've done is great. It's huge. Everybody has a job that pays 6 figures. Guys,
You've been fact-checked!
this is the worst.
Mr. Biden, same question to you. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm Joe Biden. You wouldn't tell it based on this impression, but it's me.
Is that you, George W. Bush?
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Where did you come from?
I bet you miss me, huh? I bet you guys miss me. I'm just over here painting, having one heck of a time. Listen to me. The ghost of John F. Kennedy says, everybody on this stage is full of the beans. I'll tell you what right now. Nixon has something to say. It's gonna be huge. Hey, all right, I'll tell you something else. I did a pretty good job when I was president. Let me give me my saxophone. I'm gonna play you a little solo.
And that's politics. Guys, welcome to the 2024 retrospective of the past 30 years of politics. Here they are. More than 30 years.
It just feels so appropriately unhinged for our moment in time.
Hey, everybody, I bet you miss me. And there's no debate.
Anyway, watch this drive. My favorite thing.
Listen.
Put it on the TV. Look at 52 million viewers.
Guys.
The thing is, that's no worse. It's no more ridiculous. It's a clown car event.
I'm crying. I am crying. Listen. It was so painful. It was so discouraging. And I'm so sad for our country.
So sad.
And the meme that I love, because the memes have been stellar.
That's one thing. I don't care for Elon Musk, but one thing he did put out a killer tweet that said, "Today this debate was a huge win. ... for memes."
For memes.
It's true.
It's true. There was one that said, for those of you who aren't from the U.S., look away. This is our private family humiliation.
Dude, no doubt. It seriously is. This is like, it was literally you know the Thanksgiving the episode of The Bear, the family meal. That's what the debate was.
Guys, it
Freaking
was
out.
just
Disaster.
all of our weaknesses on display. And
Come and get it. Dinner bell.
Ding, ding, ding,
Supper's
ding,
on,
ding.
Putin. Come get some.
Do not say his name on our podcast.
What is
Okay.
he, Beetlejuice? Is he Voldemort? I can't, well, kind of. He kind of is.
I mean,
He's not Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice is like kind of quirky and fun.
guys, it was awful. And I'm just hoping that we can do something here in the next, few months
I just pitched it.
before November.
I just pitched it.
There is another debate in September. Do you think we could contact, who is CNN trying to get the next one? Because frankly, they did not fact check like they should have. We will.
I've got Rachel Maddow on speed dial. No, listen.
Okay.
We have the same haircut. Guys, I love that you say we'll fact check. We have a hard time. Like, I had to have producer Google who watched the Cheers finale. Like, we're not dialed in like that, but I'll tell you what we do have. If I catch a whiff of misinformation. Kennedy, tell him. No. False.
Listen, that was the worst thing we've ever done on this podcast.
That was our Bay of Pigs, guys. We're doing it.
So sad. Okay.
But it's sad but accurate. The
Guys,
Brandon Birdwell
and
story.
I know that so many of you are, and maybe you're not. Maybe whichever candidate you support, I don't know who you are. But yeah, maybe you're thinking my candidate crushed at the debate.
I think that
And maybe you think that.
Here's what I think.
And I would say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, sure, totally. I think anyone, and I can't blame them, because we're in it now, baby.
We're in it now.
I feel like people who have backed these mini horses
All this time.
these old show ponies,
All this time.
people who have backed them, the one-eyed horse, people who have backed them, we're in it so deep now that what are they going to say?
What do we do
I feel
now?
like anyone, and again, maybe not. Maybe I'm so uneducated when it comes to politics. Who knows? But
He said as he holds the flatulence button.
and I approve this message.
That was a long one.
Anyways, but
Okay.
it feels to me, at least from my perspective, anyone that's like, yeah, my candidate killed it. It's like, no. Yeah. You just want, it's really at this point, did they kill it or did they just do better than the other one in your mind? Or was your mind just already made up? Which, if that's the case, that's fine too.
Sure.
Because it's for sure a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think a lot of you guys are probably in the boat that we're in, which is onward but
Sinking.
how.
Which is sinking. Guys, have you seen that famous painting of Washington crossing the Delaware?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not us.
No.
That's not us. Have you seen the famous pictures of the Titanic? Us. We're right. Here's where we are, guys. We're at that part of the Titanic when it's upright and it's about to break in half. Grab Kate's hand.
Yeah. Get on that door.
Hold on for dear life, because the icy waters of reality are on their way. Play your violins, my babies, because we're going down.
This is the most depressing thing I've ever heard you say. Okay.
Buoyed.
Whew, guys. guys. Anyway, we're all in it together.
Buoyed by Toots.
We're all in it together, and I do believe in the American spirit. I believe that there is goodness, and I believe that somehow, onward but how, I don't know, we're gonna be okay. Asher told me the other day, he was like, "Mom, when your voice gets high, we know you don't mean it."
Yeah, it's called lying.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine, guys. We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay? Mommy's fine. Okay.
Need a minute. Just need a minute.
You guys go fishing. I'm fine.
Yeah, you guys play.
Okay, Hope's birthday was last week. My sweet girl turned 11.
Yeah.
So I now have teens and preteens in my house only.
Yeah.
And that feels like a new era. I'm in my moms of preteens and teens era.
No one's buying a ticket.
So since...
No one. Take it on tour. No one's coming because no one wants it.
Anyway, I love it actually. But we had our family celebration last night. We did hibachi at Montage's. Gosh, it was good. Pro tip, for those of you who like hibachi, probably other places, but definitely at this particular establishment, they bring out a pitcher of melted garlic butter. It's like a stainless steel pitcher, and they set it on the thing to keep it melted. Sure. And they pour it on the meats and the veg and the things as they're cooking. Our chef, Vincent, shout out Vincent, he was new, he was great, offered us each a saucer of the garlic butter. Kicked it up so many levels.
Guys.
It was so good.
Here's if she's got pro tips, I've got all-star tips. Here's what I do when I go to Musashi's for hibachi, is I take a Yeti and I just have them fill it up for the road. Could I get a roadie of garlic butter, Vincent? I know you're new, but you could probably squeak one past management on this one.
Wink.
There's a big tip in it for you if you fill this Yeti with garlic butter, son.
Yeah. Guys, it'll change your whole dining experience at a hibachi grill. It's great. Speaking of, have you cooked anything good lately?
I made a curry on the fly yesterday, just because I looked around the pantry chopped style and I had some of the fixins, so I cobbled it together.
Isn't that such a victory when you're like, what do we have? And you create something fabulous.
It's great.
Yeah, I love that feeling.
Yeah, it's great. It feels very. You feel like I adapted. I was very adaptable and I figured it out. Yeah,
I did this.
Yeah.
So I found an incredible variation on egg salad the other day.
You did. You sent it to me. It looks great.
Oh. Okay, we have expressed our affinity for egg salad. Brandon does have some egg salad trauma.
Yeah.
And, you know.
When I was incarcerated. Guys, when I was in cell block D.
He's dealing with it still. But I found this on Instagram. The guy's handle is Shred Happens, and his name is Arash Hashemi.
Okay.
He does simple, approachable, good low-carb foods. Okay, it's a chopped dill pickle egg salad.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to post it on our Instagram.
Yeah.
It rocked my world the other night. Jeff did a variation with green chilies and cheddar, a Southwest version.
Love it.
It was so good. The kids even liked it.
Love it.
I'm on an egg salad journey. I told someone the other day, Amy, hi Amy, I said, my life is a series of journeys.
Sure. Eras.
Today
journeys.
it's egg salad.
Right. You're on your journeys tour, and this segment of the show is egg salad.
How is your algorithm?
I follow an account, but it started, I don't know if they started posting more or if the algorithm just decided it was time to dump them on me again, but Little Bubby Child, the one that I sent you,
I love you,
and
I'm proud of you.
All day and every night. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so dumb. But we've been laughing a lot at that in our
We'll
house.
continue to post those, guys.
Yeah.
We do post an algorithm roundup every weekend. Do you see how relaxed I've become with that? I used to do it without doubt, without fail every Friday. Now it's like, last night I did it at 10:21 on a Sunday.
You'll notice that the episodes continue to hit at 5 a.m. every Wednesday.
Because it's automated.
My job. Oh, it's not automated.
You don't wake up at 5:21.
Do you think this plane's flying itself?
You don't wake up at 5:21 and hit send?
Oh, no. It's automated once I automate it.
Okay.
But I've got to be the one to automate it.
Anyway, guys. Okay, what you been watching, reading, or listening to? Because mine is Shred Happens. Egg salad.
What I've been
And shrimp.
What I've been watching, reading, or listening to. Started the new season. Watching old seasons of Survivor still.
Love it.
But started the new season of The Bear and trying to slow play it because I don't want to watch them all at once and
We
then
haven't
be
started
super
it
sad. So far so good. Really enjoying. And but that's been eating up a lot of my mental
Carmy.
bandwidth. Carm. Chef Carm. And then I had some alone time the other day before I played at the horse show. And so I watched a movie that I'd never seen that my friends think is funny, and it's called Keanu.
Okay.
And it's got Key and Peele in it.
Oh.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay.
Made my day. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. While at the lake the other night, Jeff and I watched The Hitman on Netflix.
Okay.
Be forewarned, guys, it is not for children.
It's called The Hitman. Guys,
Right
guys,
there
I watched
in the name.
Right, I mean, like,
But don't watch it when your kids are even around, is what I'm saying.
I mean, just it's right there. And guys, I watched a movie called Too Fast, Too Furious. It's not slow, guys. I watched a movie called Jurassic Park. There's dinos in it. Careful.
Stop it. But anyway, guys, it's very clever, very compelling. It's Glenn Powell. He's having a real moment in made-for-TV movies right now.
Who's Glenn Powell?
He's the guy. You'll totally recognize him.
Oh, he's Top Gun Maverick guy.
Yes.
Dude, he's gonna burn out. It's not gonna happen. It's too condensed for him.
You think so?
He's too big a deal. He and Sydney Sweeney gonna come and go.
Oh, wow. Well, they're in that one movie together. Listen, he was great in this. I thought, oh, hello, Glenn.
His best role was when he played the stockbroker on Dark Knight Rises. That Bane slams his head into the computer a bunch of times.
Oh, okay. Well, he's come a long way.
That launched him.
He's come a long way.
Thanks, Bane.
Guys, we also have one more episode to go on Beckham, the documentary.
That's so good.
I have enjoyed that
It's such a feel good.
so much, so very much. I didn't want to start it. I was like, I don't care about this. I love it. I'm going to be sad when it's over.
Not that they've been heavily embattled or embroiled in any public controversy of late. There has been in the past, but not lately. But you talk about the best PR move ever. This documentary about the Beckhams, because they went from being like kind of cold,
Too cool.
distant celebrities that you don't even think of as like humans to the most humanized. Like it makes David Beckham, and I mean this with the utmost respect and love, it makes him into just like a dorky dad.
Yeah.
And I love it because
In a
it's like
cardigan
like
with
international
very cool neck tattoos.
international sex symbol, world-class athlete. Just a dorky dad.
I know.
We're all on the same playing field.
It's great.
It's great. So good.
And their banter, I really have
Yeah.
enjoyed that. I will be sad when it's over. Okay, what is your warm heart?
I'm going to say
The debate.
Yes, the debate ending. Guys, no, the way that Cheers wrapped up. No, Olive Frazier. Listen, salud. But listen, I attended Dad's retirement gathering, and a lot of people came out and said really wonderful things about him. And it was cool to see him because he is such a selfless servant of others. It's always great to see him get his due, and people came and had wonderful things to say, and it was cool to see. So
I love
that's
that.
mine.
I love that. I'm so glad you repped the family.
Mom came. She
And
was
Mom
there.
was there too, yeah. Okay, so mine is celebrating my girl. Man, I love this phase of parenting, teens and preteens. I absolutely mean it.
So you're the one.
It's not without its challenges, but teens and preteens are my jam. Hey guys, happy 4th of July. Guys, stop it. America's a beautiful nation, and we're grateful to live here. We have faith and hope that the next several months will lead to something good. Onward, but how?
And there's no debate. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Bye.
Bye.